Ashwin, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for this issue. So
no problem.
what about the coding? Did you reach anything so
Um,
far?
yeah, there's just one problem.
Okay, then you can start sharing. But let me discuss first with you. Um, would did you notice something then when you keep calling the probability? You call it how many times so far? From 2
12.
until 12,
Yeah, also so 10 times.
10 times. So
Yeah.
don't you think we should be better be using a method that we can call it and pass it a
Yeah.
parameter and do the calculation for us, and instead of creating 8 or 10 variables or 12 variables like what we are doing at the moment?
Yeah.
So that is one of the beauty or the reasons why methods is actually can come into help.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Probability is 0.
Yeah, that's a problem. That was my
This is,
problem.
okay. Um, so again, to troubleshoot, we have to check first if your sum is actually working, or the addition the
Yeah.
adding to your sum is working. So we need to print this. You need to do a print statement.
Okay. So I just print, like, I do one here.
I would say first put a print statement to know which sum is coming out, and then we can put in some of those to be able to see, because they are all zeros. So it means that
Means you want to check if sum 2, what comes out here.
not only here but here, because here I would like to you to print the sum itself, and maybe inside here and inside the 2 you put also a print statement so that we know if the 12 and the 2 is already incremented, just as a sample.
I mean, like that.
Yes, and put another one here.
Put another one here.
Yes, for sum 12 you print sum 12.
Okay.
Okay,
Let
here
me
don't
just,
put sum 2, just put no need, just keep them, no need to
because
edit.
then you print out
No
everything.
problem, it's okay.
Okay.
Just first of all, just here, this one, this is should be only sum, not sum 2. Sum 2 we already just,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, now try to just only run for 10 times.
okay.
Okay, so of course, because we didn't put any text, we don't know which one is which one, but at least we see that,
Yeah.
oh, there is variables. I mean, there is different numbers, and it's not the same. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, then run again. Mm-hmm. You put sum for all, and where is this sum 12? We don't see any sum 12 because there is no
Yeah, sum
12,
12 and
because
sum 2.
2 is not appearing at all. Okay, fine, because we don't see anything 2 or 12 so far here. Okay, it's fine. But okay, so if when I look at this, it means that um, run for 100. I just want to confirm that one of those get get to work. roll for 100 times.
I
Okay.
don't think it's working. Yeah.
Is 12, okay. So, okay. I see here
Yeah, we have
12
Oh,
and yeah, it's working. So it means that, okay, our
yeah.
variable and your if statement is working. Okay, fine. Now it means
How
that
come it
there,
doesn't?
okay, go down. So then the problem is not in your for loop or not in your if, because everything is being incremented properly. So now we have a
Yeah.
look here. Go down here at the calculation.
I'm just getting rid of the printing statement.
Okay, but
Okay.
normally I would like you always to keep the print statement until we troubleshoot everything and make it work. Okay, so now
Oh, okay.
Look at here. So when you divide sum by the number of rows, actually this is an integer division. Am I right? So if sum is equal to, and you rolled up for 100 times, when you divide 2 by 100, what is the result?
You get 0.02.
And if it is an integer division, you get 0. And you multiply 0 by 100, so it is 0 also. That's why you get 0 here like that.
So I need to make all the sum double.
Excellent. Yes. Yes.
So I should go up here and make all this double.
Wait, go down. Okay. There is another way that you can actually do this only for the calculation. So there is something called casting. Go down more. So the casting say, yes, here. So the casting say, if I put double in
Oh,
here.
yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yes. So this will do the effect that we want. So try it in one first, and then if it works, then we roll for 100. Nothing. Roll for 1,000. Okay, it means that something is wrong. We didn't put the double in the correct place. We have to find a way to put it possibly inside here.
Yeah,
inside this bracket.
Because like that, right? No?
Yes, run.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Now we start to
Okay.
Excellent. But we still have a problem. The problem is that we learned about the round before. So we cannot accept that we have a probability with a so long decimal point. How can we get rid of that?
Okay. Sure. I mean, the question said to ignore the long
okay. If the question say like that, okay, ignore it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So you already have done the exercise, except the portion like I told you, and this you can do it on a later stage, which is you can use the method here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So other than that, we can start to continue our class.
Okay.
Okay. So now we are trying to learn something about the complexity of the algorithms that we run. So if we run a code, we would like to know, is it complex or it's not complex? Is it fast enough? When we need to, because sometimes there is 2 or 3 ways to actually solve a problem. we need to know and calculate how much time or how much computational resources we will consume from the processor and the CPU. So we will start with the easy methods first. Okay, so now have a look at this and have a look at this x plus plus in these two loops. These two loops, x plus plus here, x plus plus here. Here with I, here with a j, and this run for 10 times, this run for 15 times. So if we would like to know what is the total number of x plus plus operations that we're going to perform, are you able to figure out how many times we are going to execute the x plus plus here and how many times we're going to execute it here, and what is the total x plus plus execution time?
Mm-hmm.
Any idea?
Not really.
Okay, so first of all, in this for loop, how many times we're going to execute since we are running from I equals 0 until I less
10
than
times.
10 times. Okay, so this means that if we loop 10 times, it means that this line will execute 10 times.
Yeah.
Any objection?
No.
Okay, from j equal 1 to j less than 15, how many times we're going to execute this x plus plus or the loop itself?
15.
15. Okay, so the total number of execution of this x plus plus is 10 plus 15. Okay,
Yeah.
you will run 10 times here and 15 times here. So in total is 25 times you're going to run or execute this x plus plus.
Yeah.
Any objection? It's easy?
No. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we move to the next. Now he is discussing the nested for loop. So if you have a nested for loop, okay, the execution, the number of x plus plus operation or execution will be slightly different. So you remember the asterisk that you keep printing across the screen when
Yeah.
you executed this nested for loop. Am I right?
Yeah.
So okay, now look at here. This will run for 10 times. So if it runs for 10 times, we will have rows that start from maybe 0 until it is 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if we have another for loop inside, that will be responsible for this kind of one row of asterisk. So for every time, for every I value, we will run this for 15 times. So if we have I that change from 0 to 9 or run 10 times, so it means that we will run for every time of those, we will run 15 times from the inner loop. So it means that we need to multiply to know the total number of execution of x plus plus or operation of x plus plus, we need to multiply 10 by 15. This is the number of
Yeah.
times x plus plus will be executed. Am I right? Is any problem?
Yeah.
You have any problem?
No.
Okay. Okay. So we will discuss now slightly different here. Can you have a look at this example?
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
2n makes sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, good. And now, what about this? Also, we need to do the same for the nested loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it clear? N to the power of
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then what about here? Here we still have n, but just be aware that the j is equal I. So it doesn't start from 0. Do you
Yeah.
know what will this produce? My
You
recommendation, take this code
yeah.
and put initialize x equals 0, run it, and put n equal maybe 10. So initialize both x and n and run this code, and here come and print the value of x equal x. Run it, because this is, if you don't run it, then it will be very slightly hard to imagine.
Okay.
You can also, I already sent you the exercise, so can you please start sharing your code?
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I got the exercise here. Okay, let me share.
May I ask you, before you put x plus plus, are you able to put print statement with asterisk inside it? Here, instead of this,
Okay.
just put a print statement with asterisk.
Like that? Oh.
Yes, but in between double quotation.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, can you now run, please? Interesting. Are you able to run using a print line? Okay. Then don't run with the print line, but give me a second. I will tell you what you need to change. So here, remove the print line, but then I also would like you to put this opening and closing bracket here and here. Okay, good. And you come here, just put a print statement that have print line without anything inside.
Yeah.
So do you remember we talked about something like that before?
Yeah.
Do you know why this happens? What is the reason for this to appear this way? Any idea which part of the for loop
Yeah.
that caused this?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. So this will be printed out because of this. And then because your I will go up, so this will change, will go up. So means there'll be one less asterisk every time. And
Excellent.
because you have this
Excellent.
print line here empty, it will go, yeah.
Okay, so now can we put the X++ instead?
Okay.
Instead of that line.
So this is why I take rid of it.
Yes. Just put a print statement here to know the final value of the X only.
Okay. Okay.
55.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are we able to relate that 55 to the N or to anything here?
I mean, it makes sense because the I will keep going up. So it will be like N each time will be, it will be N, then it will be N minus 1, then it will be N minus 2, N minus 3. Yeah. It will keep
until
going on
it reached
until
2 and 1. Am I right? Like here, 2
yeah,
and
yeah.
1. This is the last thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay. And now let me then share my screen to continue
Okay.
this explanation. So this is clear to us, but do you know why this form is actually transferred to something like that at the end? So how we managed to reach from this kind of formula to this? Do you know? Is it difficult? Okay, no problem. Then I would use this slide. So I think now you can see. We are able to rewrite our formula in this way. So actually what we have done here is just we flip it. So instead of saying n plus n minus 1 and so on until 2 plus 1, we reverse. Okay, we write it this way. And then also this is valid, right? So this 2 is valid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we able to add these two equations, and so it become, instead of 1s here, 1s here, it become 2s, and then we add 1 plus n, and then we add 2 plus n minus 1. So we add 1 from here, 2, 1 from here, 3, we add 3 to n minus 2, like here, and so on. Okay, actually, let me see here. This is this need to be, so it should be something like that. And the point here is that okay, I think this is not needed. Now my question to you is that you add here n plus 1, right? And what about here?
Yeah, n plus 1, then it will be 2 plus n minus 1.
2, okay, which means if you can this be transformed to 2 minus 1 equal, it will result in n plus 1 also, and 3 minus 2, it will also result in n plus 1. Am I right?
Yeah, so you just loop, it would go on and on. Yeah.
Are we able to say that we have a number of n plus 1s n times?
Yeah.
So that's why we reached this this formula. So we are able to change this to, or convert it to this way. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
If it makes sense, so we divide to get rid of this 2, we put it here as, so we divide this part of the formula by 2, and then it means that at the end of the day, this part can be equal n plus 1 divided by 2. Does this make sense, or is difficult?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, good. Okay. So I would like to teach you now something slightly different, which is we would like to actually learn not the dice probability, no, how to write, not how to write, yeah, how to read. So we would like to know how we actually can read from a text file. But before we do that, let me see. Let me try the easy code first. Have a look at this code. Wait, here. Have a look here.
Yeah.
So this is just variables. There is no worries about that. Okay. So to be able to read a text file, the main line that is interesting to us. So sorry, we close and open again. This is the second session.